Once the archive has been created, the integration is very simple. Click on your archive record and copy your public key. In your HTML page, paste this key into the data WZSearch property of your input tag. Note that you should also include WizSoft's clientlib.js file and jQuery. At this stage, you already have a smart suggest box where you can input search queries and view the autocomplete suggestions. This is the HTML page you have just seen. I type the word search. As you can see, the program lists suggestions. This is a search on the Wikipedia data that have more than 10 million records, so you can get an estimate of the engine's performance. Now I'll type an error, for example a D instead of an A. As you can see, the search engine still finds the term. The list includes many suggestions, but if I type the word engine, the list is reduced to suggestions where the word search appears together with the word engine in the same record. To customize the design of our suggest box, simply define a mustache template and set the data WZ template attribute to the template's ID. In the template, you may use the full word and concurrency fields. In this example, I added my own CSS class and the concurrency in parentheses. Note that the data WZSearch value property holds the value that will be updated in your input control once an option is selected from the suggestions list. In this example, I added the string found before the full word. Let's see what this looks like. Once again, I type search. Now you can see the concurrency in parentheses. Once I select an option, you will see found and the suggested term. It is also easy to retrieve the actual records with pagination without writing a single line of code. All you have to do is add a target div for which the records will be rendered and set the data WZRec target property of the input to its ID. Since the engine knows where to render the records, you can now define a mustache template that will determine how to render the records. I will set the property data WZRec template to the template ID. This template may include all the fields selected in your archive SQL. In this example, I used the TTL and ID fields, but you may select as many fields as you like, and they will all be available in this mustache template. In this example, I used the record.ttl as the content, and when clicking a record, the record.id is alerted. In a real-life scenario, you may navigate to a page or AJAX for some info based on the record's ID. I also added some CSS in order to improve the look of the page. Of course, you may add your own CSS and your own design. This is what the page looks like now. I'll type again, search. Selecting the suggested term search renders the result records in the target div using the mustache template. You get free pagination, the design of which you can override with your own CSS. The pagination works very fast. Clicking a record alerts its ID. As you can see, no code was required. Another option is that the autocomplete engine suggests records instead of search terms. To activate this option, define the attribute data_rec_suggest as yes. Now, if you type a term, the search engine will suggest actual records. Still enjoying smart phonetic search. Additional customization can be done by using our API, as can be seen in the API video.